I've been an eBay and Poshmark reseller for about a year now, and I've watched really hundreds of hours of YouTube videos and so many Instagram posts, and I have yet to meet a reseller who says they don't like sourcing. We call it sourcing, but really it's shopping. And that's probably why most of us have chosen to do this, because we really like to shop and we had to kind of mitigate that problem. So, luckily it's very easy to turn into a business and be extremely profitable, and to be able to shop for a living. It's the coolest job in the world. So I know people who don't like to photograph, they don't like to measure. I think everyone hates listing because it's so tedious. I don't know anyone who's like, I love listing. That's why we end up with all these death piles. But what do you do when you have to source, or you want to source, and you don't have any money? Knowing this skill can really save your business, because we all get that urge to go out and get more stuff, and depending on the season, or especially if you're just starting out, you may legitimately need more items in your store. But what do you do when you just don't have the cash? Maybe sales have been slow, or you've had some unexpected expenses. So this video is how to source on little to no money. The first tip is to clean out your own closet. Now, I thought I had already done this because I kind of do a capsule wardrobe, and I dress by the season out of one drawer. But I do love to change my style up. Last year it was all about being a country girl with a lot of denim, and when I'm sourcing items for $1, it's pretty easy to make over a capsule wardrobe. And it's just a lot of fun, and it works very well. I find that I actually save a lot more money doing it that way. But my style does seem to change once a year. Now I'm kind of into this rocker chic kind of thing with a little bit of the retro glasses, and so really the two styles have totally changed, even though I'm still just in t-shirt and jeans. And some of my favorite pieces have transitioned with me. So I recently cleaned out my closet, and I didn't think I was going to have anything. And I ended up finding about 50 things, which is not at all minimal. But when you think about what I can resell those for, that's amazing. That's really amazing. And it's one of the advantages of having your own store is, if something doesn't fit you correctly, if you don't feel amazing in it, you don't need to keep it. Life is too short to be wearing terrible clothes. I wear a lot of jeans and t-shirts and even sweatpants, and I feel good in all of them. Like, all my yoga pants, all my leggings fit me correctly, and I love my wardrobe, and I haven't spent very much money on it at all. But so that's really the advantage, is you don't have to keep something you don't love, because you probably paid less money for it. And I try to keep my price point pretty low so I can always recoup my costs, whether it's for myself or whether I'm buying it to resell. So there's just no excuse to have stuff in your closet that just makes you feel ugh. Because otherwise, why do you have your own store? And the same goes for my family and friends' closets. They often donate things to me, and I give things to them, because it's just, we're lucky enough to be in a position where we just don't have to wear clothes that we don't like, and we don't have to have them kind of weighing us down. So first tip, go through your own closet, even if you don't think you have anything. Raid the kids' closets. And the second tip is just to tell people what you do. And you can even have little business cards made up with your name and your email address. Depending on some of the Facebook rules, on garage sale sites, you could offer to pick up items at the end of people's garage sales that haven't sold, and haul it away for free. Probably several people would take you up on that, and you would probably need to consistently be putting out those posts, and they might be against some of the rules, but it does. I have bags full of clothes from my family and friends, and maybe they're not the highest dollar items, but they're the things that people wear. That's the nice thing, is they're things that people wear in my area. They're still in great shape. Maybe they've grown out of them, or they just don't feel good in them. And one of my missions is to find these clothes homes where people love them. So I just tell people what you do. Just say, I sell clothes on eBay. And you don't have to ask for clothes. They'll say, oh, I have bags of things in my garage, or can you come over and help me clean up my closet? And that's a great free source. You can't count on it continually, but if you have enough family and friends, you probably could. You probably could make a very decent living. You would owe a lot of people maybe a lunch, but it's possible. Hit up garage sales at the end of the day. This is where, yeah, the pickings might be slim, but like in my area, if you wanted kind of vintage boho dresses, we really don't wear a lot of those. So if you could find them at a garage sale, they might still be there at the end of the day. And either you can get really great deals, and I'm not a morning person anyways, and I don't like to fight with other people, or people may just say, look, if you can haul it off, take it. That's one of the advantages of being a friendly person, or they may just give you a really good deal. The last place to source for free is to join your local Facebook groups. Depending on where you live, there could be some areas where some pages where it's totally about giving away stuff for free. Garage sale pages are just gold mines. You can come in and offer, people will often have just bags of baby clothes, and they might not be for free, but they may be a very low price. And there are a lot of people who just want stuff out of their house, and they will offer to offer it up to anyone who will just come and get it. And sometimes they want it to go to someone who's in a certain circumstance or actually needs it, and so obviously I wouldn't go after those posts, but I would, depending on the rules of your page, again, just put it out there. This is what I do. If you have extra stuff, I'll come and haul it off for you. And I guess you might have to deal with some people saying, well, why should you make money off of my stuff? And it's just because you're willing to put in the work. And I find if you're friendly, if you're kind, if you're a good person, people really don't care about that. They just want their stuff to be gone. So to recap, the best sources, free sources for your store, if you just can't quench that shopping urge, clean out your closet, tell people what you do, hit up garage sales, join Facebook groups, and also go through your old inventory. Dig through those bins, because you never know what you have forgotten to list that you thought was listed. So you could find some new inventory that way. So of course, sourcing is all of our favorite part of the job, but there are some ways to do it for free, which is really useful if you're just getting started out, or you just want to go shopping. It relaxes you.